We asked Junior Toots, does he believe that he and his father has similar performing styles and a musical sound?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just like a younger version of my dad, really, in musical sense. You know, I'm like Toots in America. I'm an extension of my dad. You know what I mean? So, yeah, of course, I'm gonna sound like my dad, and because we have the same vocal, you know, we have close birthdays, so we have the same vocal tones, and I spend a lot of time with him, so he's my great inspiration. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
Now, how many years have you been a performer?
I've been performing for at least 20 years now.
Okay, I did some research and I came across uh, some a story that you actually performed or opened up for the late Notorious B.I.G. in New York. Can you tell me about that
But
encounter?
it was actually in it was actually in California, not New York,
Okay,
and it was at a club I think called Peppers. Uh, but yeah, we opened up, and then actually Biggie showed up. Maybe I think he did one song or something. And, but yeah, I was there, and it was like Warren G, and you know, so it was a big deal for me back then. I won. The reason how I got to that show was I entered a song on Home Jams on 92.3 The Beat in Los Angeles at the time,
hmm
and won the contest, the morning show. People voted for my song, and so I won that song, won some money, and then I got the chance to open up for these guys. I was coming into town, so it was a real good experience, and got to see some real American celebrities close up, and yeah, I mean, it was good.
but you never actually had a conversation or talked to Notorious B.I.G.
Nah, I think I might have said what's up to him, and he said what's up, and that was it. Cause he had a lot of bodyguards around him, and there was some confusion about like how long he was staying on stage or what he was supposed to do, get on stage or not perform or whatever. It was a big deal, so I wasn't really trying to be in the mix with him, but I just said what's up because I knew he had some Jamaican background, so I just held him up and he said what's up, and then they were like scurrying off to do their thing.
Okay,
But it was a big deal to me. I was just like, you know,
so
it was
you were
good.
starstruck.
Yeah, basically, I was a little starstruck.
Okay. Also, I uncovered that you did some work for MTV.
Oh yeah, and definitely, I did some work while I was in high school. It was like during the time of downtown Julie Brown. I would go there, and I was a dance teacher in high school. I would go to school, and after school, I would teach some dance classes to make some money, and and it was good. We would do choreograph, and I would take part in the shows and just be be an extra on the show, or you know, sometimes I'll get a lot of spotlight. So it was a big deal in high school. A lot of people, you know what I mean, the girlies was checking me out, you know what I mean. So it was a big deal. It was a good thing, and you know what I mean. I'm glad I did it.
Okay. Now you launched your own record label called Crownfire Records, which was primarily, basically to elevate your career. Do you feel like more artists should go that independent routes, create your own label, and distribute your own music, basically to eliminate the big time record labels?
Yeah, I mean, if you got yeah, there's so many artists and so many talented people, and you know, what I mean, whatever route you take or whatever route you're blessed to get into, you know, what I mean, if you don't get signed with a deal, or you don't, you know, a lot of people, if they don't get signed with a big label, they get stressed out, and you know, what I mean, get frustrated. Some people go into depression, and you know, what I mean, some people just don't know how to handle it, but definitely as an independent artist, you know, to do your own thing. It takes time, and you know what I mean, it's not gonna be as fancy as the big labels, but you know what I mean, if you work hard, um, and set a plan, and know what you're doing, and then pace yourself, you know what I'm saying. I think going the independent route is definitely a good a good way to do it. You know what I mean? Like if you can get a deal or work with a label, that's cool. But definitely that, you know what I mean, if you have a lifetime goal, lifetime achievement that you want to do and you really love music, you should definitely do, you know, set up your own thing and do your own thing and get to the public, because, you know what I mean, the audience is right around you. You're starting with your family, starting with your friends, and start with the people in the community, and you know, you can set up another business to bring business to your musical talents. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing to make money, you can also include your music. Like, hey man, I'm selling shoes, but in the meantime, this is my CD, check it out. I'm doing a show this weekend, and whatever. So that's how I did it. I worked at the community a lot. Like, I always bit my music in there, you know what I mean? Just handing out demos to people like, oh, check this out, man, check this out. Till people started saying, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I got that last CD or I got that last tape, and you have another one. So I started selling them, and just, you know, just getting into doing it myself and reading more, researching more. It takes a lot of, what it is the big labels, you know, the people have been in the game for a long time, so they have all the information. You know, as an artist, most people just have talent, or producer, you know what I mean? You have talent. So now it's just for you to take the time to go buy some books, take some classes, research online or whatever, talking to people, going through the experience, and you know what I'm saying, and creating good music, and being able to set up live shows, build your audience, and take time to build your audience. You know what I'm saying? Go do a show this year, or you know what I mean, do a show and you get like 50 people show up. Do another show, you know, another 6 months down the line, you get 100 and 150 people show up, because you work in the radio stations, the college radio stations, the local radio stations, and you know what I mean, you're getting where you can get in. If it takes a big budget to get on certain radio stations, then you get to the internet radio stations, you get to different stations. Now you can make money from streaming and licensing and different things. The platforms are set up for you, you know what I mean, definitely set up for independent artists who's trying to make it, trying to do it, you know what I mean. It's just a lot of footwork. So, you know what I'm saying, if you're lazy and you don't want to work, then you're not going to make it in anything, and especially not the music, because you got to read a lot, you got to be able to work a lot, be good with other people, and stay persistent, and you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of work. When you're working, you can get tired, you can get frustrated. When, you know what I mean, people gotta, you know what I mean, it's a game where you gotta, like anything else, you gotta realize when you're tired and give yourself a break, and get back in the game whenever you feel good. And sometimes you gotta take a break for all 6 months just to do something else, maybe to pay the bills or whatever. But you know what I mean, it's work. But once if you can establish it, you know what I mean, it's you know what I mean, give yourself the time and to achieve the goals, and don't overwhelm yourself. And if you got the heart, you know what I mean, you got to eat healthy, you got to exercise, you got to really stay aggressive with everything that's got to do with it if you really want to do it. But you can't do it, and you know what I'm saying, if you got talent, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, like, you got to be grounded too with the people, with the community, because if you're singing and doing some stuff that's not really, nobody's feeling, or you're not really feeling, or it's not really, you know what I mean, like helping nobody, like you're gonna lose your drive after a while, because it's not really, you know what I mean, it's not enough substance to keep you working hard, you know what I mean. But if you got some good stuff, and you got some good audience, and you know what I mean, most of the time there's so many people that people be into different kind of stuff, you know what I mean, so different kind of music, so you know what I mean, I definitely, if you got talent, you know what I'm saying, it takes money too, you know what I mean, you got to pay for marketing, and you got to pay people, you know what I mean, you can't do it by yourself. So you definitely got to like be hustling, be working to invest in the music as you go along. You can't like try to put it all on the music, like the music gonna take care of me right now, because it's not, and you're gonna let down yourself and let yourself and just feel you know what I mean, like feel let down by the game or by the business, you know what I mean. Like, you gotta do things smart to where you feel like you know what's going on. When you're doing the right things in life and earn the music, you're gonna see the next. You go around the corner, you're gonna see the next corner. You're gonna see the next. You know what I mean? Sometimes your headlights gotta pull up to where you can see in front of you. Some there's some dark moments where You don't know what's ahead of you or what's gonna happen, but you gotta stay positive, and you gotta research, and you gotta get out there in the streets, and you gotta stay isolated sometimes just to put it together. But you gotta figure out what you gotta do and what's best for you and what's working for you. But it's work. You gotta work, and you gotta put money in it. You know what I mean? You can't make money unless you invest money, and set up yourself right so you can have a good presentation, and so people will accept you in the business game and in the music game. It's not just the music game; it's also the business game. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm learning a lot of this stuff as I go, but that's what I'm seeing, and I'm realizing you gotta be right, and then you'll be accepted in whatever field, whatever, just the music or whatever. But it takes time to read, research, and study it and get into it, because, you know what I mean? But it's definitely worth it for me. It's been a good ride, and, you know what I mean? I figured out how I'm going to do it. Like, you know, I work a lot during the summer doing music, but in the wintertime, sometimes if I don't want to go on tour, I just don't book a tour because the roads are icy, it's cold, you know what I mean? But there's definitely, like, resorts and different places where you can still make money, like in the summertime. But, you know, I've just gotten to the point now where I'm like, okay, let me chill out for a minute. But, you know what I mean? Like, man, this winter, I'm not working this winter, but next winter I'll probably go working in the wintertime. You know, work the summertime and the wintertime. Just go hard because I miss it. Mm-hmm. And I give myself some breaks. So now I'm ready to, like, get back in there hungry and do a good tour. You know what I mean?
Okay. I got a few more questions for you, Junior. Other than your father, who are some of your musical inspirations and idols?
Like a lot. I like a lot of listen to like a lot of old R&B and artists from America too. You know, like my dad liked Ray Charles and James Brown, and I listen to a lot of those Aretha Franklin and you know, just Michael Jackson, Sade, all the good artists really, you know what I mean? I love listening to music, so I always listen to the songs, you know what I mean? Gladys Knight, Diana Ross, Tina Turner, Patti LaBelle, you know, and the new artists, the Mary J. Blige's, and just the R&B artists that I could feel, and you know, yeah, I mean, yeah, I like all the artists. I like the whole music setup. Music is a part of me, so, you know what I mean? It's a good look.
Do you have any concert performances or shows slated for 2019?
Yeah, I got a show. I got a couple shows. I'm booking for the summer right now. I'm doing a festival in the East Coast up in Maine. I'm doing a couple shows in Woodstock and on the East Coast in Connecticut, and then on the West Coast I'm doing a couple shows at the Cornerstone, and then I'm doing something in Santa Cruz, and you know what I mean, I'm always working and working on booking my shows or working in the studio, you know what I mean. So I pace myself, you know, sometimes, you know what I mean, it's a lot of busy time, but right now I'm just living my normal life and working and making it all work at the same time, you know what I mean. So, and I'll also do shows when the promoters get at me. You know, I've gotten to the point now where I've been around the circuit a couple times, keep my name up, keep my name good, my product is good, my work is good, my music is good, my attitude is good. So a lot of times now, the promoters are getting at me to do shows and do festivals. So, and there's also booking companies online, Sonic Bids and different booking assistants, and that you can go through to book tours and book shows and stuff. I work with a lot of those from time to time, like Reverb Nation. There's a lot of opportunities. So I work with
even for underground artists or
yeah,
a name. Okay.
For definitely underground artists and no-name artists. There's lots of opportunities online to do shows. There's lots of shows always looking for artists to do rap, to do rock, to do hip-hop, to do reggae. So you just have to keep your eyes out for those opportunities and apply to them. You know.
Okay, my last question. When you're performing with your kids on stage or at shows, do you feel like it's a passing of the torch or the guard from when you performed with your father on stage? Now you are performing with your offspring on stage. Do you feel like it's a passing of the torch?
Definitely. I mean, definitely taking my sons on stage and my daughter, and it's really amazing to watch children grow up and then do their thing, and then also be inspired to do the music and be great at it. One of my sons a rapper and a singer, and the other one's a singer. So and players of instruments, they play guitars and ukuleles and so on and so forth, and keyboards. I'm really happy about them picking up the torch, and the fact that they're good at what they do, they're smart, and yeah, I mean, definitely proud of my sons, and I mean, it's an amazing feeling to to experience that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm really happy for them that they did that because I took them to the studio with me when I was young, when they were young. A lot of the times from they were a little bit, and they grew up a lot in the studio. So most of the times they're with me. I'm in the studio. Not most of the time, but a lot of the time. Because when they were young, I knew I had to build myself. So I would take them to the studio and give them the mic and stuff like that. So it all worked out in time. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't pressure them just by being around the music, just like I myself was around my dad and around the music. It grows on you after time. You know what I mean? It grows on you after time. So, it grew on me when I left my dad and came to the States, and it really, all the stuff that we were going over in the studio and practicing and everything that my dad wanted me to do, it just kind of started coming. So it was great, and it was great to see the same thing with my sons, that I took them to the studio, and it wasn't a waste of time, and something did grow on them. Yeah, it's Junior Toots on Instagram, JuniorToots, Junior Toots, Junior. So I'm Junior Toots on Facebook. I'm Junior Toots on Twitter. I'm Junior Toots on Instagram. I'm Junior Toots in real life. I'm Junior Toots on stage. Definitely follow me, and you know what I mean, support a brother. You know what I'm saying? I've been working hard, and you know what I mean, I love the music, and my music is really great. You know what I mean? I feel really blessed, and I just really give thanks for the moment for feedbackmagazine.com. I mean, big it up.